Hello children, hope all are doing good. So my name is Nimi Mohan and I will be handling EVS for you. So today we are going to begin our online classes and first we will start with our bridge course. So first we will start with the bridge course. So children, first let us do an introduction about EVS. So what do you mean by this EVS, the word EVS? Yes, EVS means environmental studies, isn't it? Environmental studies. So what comes to your mind when you hear about the word environment? Yes, children, first what comes in your mind when you hear about the word environment? Yes, the simple things one can say about environment is our surrounding, isn't it? The simplest thing that comes in our mind is that environment means it is the surrounding. So environment includes all things around us. So whatever the things around us, it comes under environment. And children, we know that we have variety of things around us, isn't it? So we can see variety of things around us, isn't it children? Yes. So you can say that mainly there are two type of things, that is living things and non-living things. So when you are taking the environment, there are two types of things, living things and non-living things. So first we will study about living things. What are living things? So what are living things children? Yes, the things which have life, isn't it? The things which have life is known as living things. The examples are plants. All plants and animals, it comes under living things. So if you are taking the surrounding, there are two types of things, that is living things and non-living things. So what do you mean by living things? Yes, things which have life. Things which have life is known as living things. And all plants and animals are living things. And what do you mean by this non-living things? Yes, the things which do not have life. The things which do not have life is known as non-living things. So what are the examples? Yes, book, table, chair, etc. are examples for non-living things. And children, you know that we human beings are also living things, isn't it? So we also comes under living things. So now let us study some of the characteristics of living things. Some of the characteristics of living things. So you know that living things move, isn't it? Living things move. So living things will move from one place to another. So if you are taking an animals or human beings, they will move from one place to another. So living things move. Then living things grow, isn't it? Living things grow. So if you are taking a plant or an animal, you can see that they will grow. So living things grow. Then living things breathe. You know that we respire or we breathe in, isn't it? So living things breathe. Then living things need food, isn't it? We need food to live, isn't it? So same as plants also, they need food to live in, isn't it? So living things need food. And living things reproduce. Reproduce means what? Yes, give birth to young ones. So you know that human beings, they give birth to young ones. So living beings reproduce. So these are some of the characteristics of living beings. So what are they? Yes, living things move, living things grow, living things breathe, and living things need food, and living things reproduces. So these are some of the characteristics of living beings. And you know that if you are taking the non-living things, they does not move from one place to another. And if they want to move from one place to another, someone has to move them, isn't it? If somebody is moving the non-living things, then only they can move from one place to another. So non-living things like book, toys or chair, they cannot move from one place to another, and they move only when somebody moves them. So if you are moving the non-living things, then only they will move from one place to another. This is about the living things and non-living things. So I told you environment means surrounding, and there are variety of things around us, that is living things are there, non-living things are there. Then living things means the things which have life. Things which have life is known as living things. Examples are all plants and animals. Then non-living things means the things which do not have life. Things which do not have life is known as non-living things. Examples, some of the examples are chair, table, toys, books, etc. Some of the examples of non-living things. Then we have studied about the characteristics of living beings. What are the characteristics? Yes, living things move. Living things move from one place to another. Living things grow. Living things breathe. Living things need food. Living things reproduces. So reproduce means they are able to give birth to young ones. So these are some of the characteristics of living beings. Then talking about the non-living things, already I told you they cannot move from one place to another. So they move only someone moves them. So if you are moving a non-living thing, they are able to move. Understood? So this is about the living things and the non-living things. You know that different animals eat different kinds of food, isn't it? Different animals, they will eat different kinds of food. So depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. So depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. So herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals and omnivorous animals. So depending upon the food habit, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. So what do you mean by herbivorous? Yes, animals which eat only plants, isn't it? The animals which eat only plants are called herbivorous. And what are the examples? Yes, cow, goat, buffalo, etc. are examples for herbivorous. So animals which eat only plants are called herbivorous, and examples are cow, goat, buffalo, etc. And which is the second one? Yes, carnivorous. And what is carnivorous? Yes, animals which eat flesh, egg or other products of animals are called carnivorous, or animals which eat other animals are called carnivorous. So animals which eat flesh, egg or other products of animals are called carnivorous. Examples are lion, tiger, etc. are examples for carnivorous animals. So animals which eat flesh, egg or other products of animals are called carnivorous. Examples are lion, tiger. And which is the third one? Omnivorous. And animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivorous. So animals that eat both plants and animals are known as omnivorous. And which is the best example? Yes, we human beings are the best examples for omnivorous. So example you can tell human beings. Human beings are omnivorous. We know that human beings eat both plants and animals. So we come under omnivorous. So animals eat different types of food. So depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. And what are herbivorous? Yes, animals that eat only plants is known as herbivorous. Example, sheep, goat, cow, etc. are examples for herbivorous. Then carnivorous animals which eat flesh, egg or other products of other animals are called carnivorous. Examples are lion, tiger, etc. are examples for carnivorous. Then omnivorous means, yes, animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivorous. And the best example is we human beings. We human beings are the best examples for omnivorous. Let us learn some of the uses of animals. So already I told you there are different varieties of animals. Let us learn some of the uses of animals. So first example I will tell you ox. So what is the uses of ox? Yes, ox is used for ploughing the field, isn't it? Ox is used in ploughing the field. Then buffalo or cow. What are the uses of cow or buffalo? Yes, they gives us milk, isn't it? Cow gives us milk. Buffalo also gives us milk. Then sheep. What is the purpose of sheep? Or what are the uses of sheep? Yes, sheep gives us wool, isn't it? Sheep gives us wool. And what is the uses of hen? Yes, hen gives us meat and egg, isn't it? Egg gives us meat and egg. Then about the horse. What is the use of horse? Yes, if you want to carry or if you want to move from one place to another, we use hose, and hose is used for carriages, hose carriages. Then about the honeybee, what is the use of honeybee? Yes, honeybee gives us honey, isn't it? Honeybee gives us honey. Then fish, what is the use of fish? Yes, fish is used as a food, isn't it? Fish we will eat. So fish is used as a food. So these are some of the uses of animals. So some of the examples I told you is ox. What is the use of ox? Yes, ox is used in ploughing the field. Ox is used in ploughing the field. Then buffalo and cow, it gives us milk. Then sheep gives us wool. Then hen gives us meat and egg. Then hose is used for carriage, hose carriage, or to move from one place to another we use the hose. Then honeybee gives us honey. Then fish is used as a food, isn't it? Fish we will eat. So fish is used as a food. So these are some of the uses of animals. Now let us study about the shelters of animals. So you know that some animals live on land and some in water, isn't it, children? So some animals they will live and some animals they live in water. So if you are taking the example of fish, they can live only in water, isn't it? They cannot live on land, isn't it? So different animals have different shelters or place to stay, that some animals live on land and some in water. And animals like a frog, tortoise and crocodile, they can live both on land and water. So animals like frog, tortoise and crocodile, they can live in both land and water. So these are the different shelters of animals. So some animals live on land, some animals in water, and there are some animals which can live in both land and water. Examples are frog, tortoise and crocodile. So frog, tortoise and crocodile, they can live both in land and water. So children, that's all for this session. So before winding up, we will just go for a quick recap. So in this bridge course session, we have learned about the living things and non-living things. So we have learned about what is living thing, what is non-living things. So things which have life is known as living things, and things which do not have life is known as non-living things. So all plants and animals are living things, and book, chair, table, etc. are some of the examples for non-living things. And different animals eat different varieties of food, and depending upon the food habits, animals are classified into three. They are herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. And animals which eat only plants is known as herbivorous. Example is cow, goat, etc. Then animals which eat other animals or products of other animals is called carnivorous. Example is lion, tiger, etc. And animals which eat both plants and animals is called omnivorous. The example is human beings. Human beings are the best examples for omnivorous. Then we have studied some of the uses of animals. What are the uses we have learned? Yes, about the ox. Some of the animals we have learned is, the first one is the ox. What is the uses of ox? Yes, ox is used in ploughing. Ox is used in ploughing. Then we have learned about cow and buffalo. Yes, cow and buffalo gives us milk. Then sheep gives us wool. Then hen gives us meat and egg. Then horse is used for carriages, or to travel from one place to another. Then honeybee gives us honey. Then fish is used as a food. So these are, and one more thing you can tell is a dog. Yes, dog guards our house, isn't it? So dog, that is the one of uses of a dog. So dog guards our house. So these are some of the uses of animals. Then we have studied about the shelters. There are varieties of animals in this world. So some animals live on land and some animals live in water, and there are few animals which can live both in land and water. They are frog, tortoise and crocodile. So frog, tortoise and crocodile, they can live both in land and water. So that's all. See you next class. Thank you, children.